Hello, this is part 3, I believe. We have captured Jenn's shape. We have done our seat depth, pictures, trim lines. We removed the blue foam from the simulator pan. We've cast it down into the pan. We're let the plaster dry while we did our order form. So the order form is complete. All the information's on there. And it's now time to let some air back in the bag and remove the cast from the bag. So what we'll do is go ahead and put that to soft. Slide the valve to soft. Turn off the pump. So with the pump turned off and the bag valve to soft, that'll let some air back into the bag. And this is Jenn's shape. I'm hoping you'll be able to see how those black Sharpie marks have transferred onto the plaster. You can see the reference lines for the abdominal panel. Now what I'm going to do, Claire, if you mind backing the simulation off just a couple feet there maybe. I can let the shape balance on a level surface, and I'm going to just connect the dots, and then we'll draw my back support. Find my trim lines. What you want to do is draw us exactly how you want the back support. Now with us capturing, you see the reference for the simulator pan. And you can see I've drawn my back shape. So I'll know exactly where those trim lines need to be cut. It's very important you get good references for these trim lines so we get the back exactly the dimensions you want. We build the back model directly off of this shape. So we're going to translate that trim line you give us through the whole production operations. We'll do it exactly as you give it to us. Give us good information, you're going to get a real nice, accurate back support. This will be also your opportunity then to identify any areas that are at high risk, such as a gibbous deformity or a rib hump or spinous processes that you could actually circle and document on the order form an enhanced relief to take pressure off of high risk areas. You can mark where you might want the headrest, especially if it's off of midline. You can mark on the cast if your trunk midline is different from wheelchair midline. You can give us a wheelchair midline on the cast as well too. That'll make sure we put the platform for the hardware in the right place. Lots of things to consider. Don't make it too difficult. It'll all come into place as you work through your individual clients. With this done now, all the information on the front, order form completed, I can set this aside and we'll let that cast sit for a couple days before I put it in a box to ship into Ride Designs with a copy of the order form. What I am going to do at this time is I'll put Jenn's impression back into the shell. Always make sure you ship the impression foam shape in a pan. If you forget to put the pan, just put the shape in the box, you'll send us a box of dust. So make sure you return the blue foam to the pan. Then what we want to do is prepare for the next shape capture. So our new mechanism, we got a quick release mechanism. We can take these reusable zip ties and I'm going to turn this bag inside out on itself. By doing so, I'll capture a lot of that plaster. Now I've got my trash bag. I can pick up my splitting material, my gloves, anything else trash-wise, keeping everything contained on the mat. Then, I'll show you how easy it is now to put a new outer bag. I'm going to put the inner bag I got this foam kind of gasket on the hose. I'm just going to bunch up the top of the bag around that. Take my reusable zip ties. Now this is just going back into storage. I'm not going to pull these tight. I'm just going to put it on there. If I'm ready to capture another shape, I just snug these down, hook it back up, and start pulling the air back out of it to prepare for the next shape. That's all it takes to get ready for the next one. The beauty of the ride simulation is everybody gets a clean simulation. Everybody starts with a clean seat simulator and a clean back simulator, so there's no risk of infection and things like this being spread from client to client. So, main points I want to drive home is beginning with a good mat assessment, development of a good seating strategy, execution of that seating strategy in the simulation, remembering that that first simulation should be considered part of the evaluation. We got it on the first shot. We got lucky, and I'm also familiar with Jenn. But had we not got the result we wanted, just refresh the simulator, loosen the bag, and try again. At completion of the shape capture, I make sure I get my pictures, I mark my trim lines, I get my seat depth. Once I get those things taken care of, I can assist Jenn out of the simulation. Make sure my shape looks good, I remove the blue foam, and I cast my shape. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm going to reinforce my trim line marks, then cast down into the pan. Very important, we cast down into the pan for that cushion to back reference. Very important. Once I've casted, while that cast dries, I gather the team and I get all my paperwork done. I want to get all my paperwork complete. The main issue, main challenge with getting systems out of here in a timely fashion is the absence of complete information when the shapes come into us. So please get us pictures and complete information. That'll go a long way towards getting us quickly through the production process and get the ride custom cushion back to you in a timely fashion. Once it's dry, I can remove the plaster from the bag, I can connect the dots for my trim lines, make any other special marks on the cast, set it aside, refresh the simulator, and be ready for my next client. Thank you for considering ride designs for your custom applications, and don't forget us for the off-the-shelf products of Java, Forward, Corback. Great products to consider and rule out before going to custom. Thank you very much.